Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Jupiter High. It is Wednesday. I'm Coach D. Everything's back to normal. I'm on the right day. Let's get right to it. Let's go. Holy goodness. I might have to clean this out. Oh, man, that's a lot. Let's get ready. First one, Warrior Pride. Remember, you get caught doing something nice by somebody, and Miss Rogers is the one who did the catching. This person always opened the door for her when her hands are full, and Miss Rogers often has her hands full. And we're going to give this first Warrior Pride to Kirsten Setran. Kirsten Setran from Miss Rogers. You got caught doing something nice. Let's go. Yeah, this one fell out, so why not? Misty Pasquale noticed that Tessa Grimm gave up a lunch to help a friend. So we got a sacrifice here. We got somebody looking out for the number one. We are all teaching in Miss Rogers' shadow. She's number one. We all know it. She does too, so it's not a secret. Let's go number 3 right here. Mr. Struckmeyer said this person lent a hand to a fellow student in need. We don't know what it is, but this is Marlon Montiel Giron. Marlon, you're number 3. 1, 2, 3. Tessa, Kirsten, and Marlon. Go find Miss Lee in Student Services, get your swag, and I'll tell you what, one of you, if you want to come over to me and give me some music playlist suggestion, I noticed that the courtyard was clearly clearer of trash and litter last 2 days. So cafeteria looked pretty good too. Actually, you know what? Cafeteria did too. So maybe I'll drag that speaker on into the cafeteria one day, and we'll get some music in there if you want it. If you don't, I don't have to do that. All right, 1, 2, 3. That's it. You know what? It's 2 days from spring break. Let's give the boys the day off. Ray, D-Trey, take the day off. The rest of y'all, let's get to work. And by the way, mentioned in spring break, make sure y'all take care of each other during spring break. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all when we come back, and I'll see you in the halls where I see you.
Hey guys, what's up? It is Reese, and today I'm going to hopefully teach you how to be a more organized person. Now, I'm not saying I'm the most organized person ever, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but over the past couple years of just being a student and trying to get my life together, I've collected some tips and advice that I'm going to share with you, that if you follow through with them, hopefully they will make you a more organized person. Don't really have much else to say, so if you guys are excited for the video, definitely make sure to give it a thumbs up, and let's get started. So the first thing you have to do as an organized person is have some sort of planning system. Now, I feel like this is the foundation to being organized, because in order to get things done, you have to know what they are and what you need to do. So by having a planning system, you can always keep track of any important dates, deadlines, events, write to-do lists for yourself, and just be on top of things and just kind of know how your time is going to be allocated. If you're not really a planner person or you don't know where to start, I think going digital is the easiest thing. You can simply use the calendar app or the notes app on your phone. I personally really like using Google Calendar because you can use it both on your laptop and your phone. You can go the more traditional route and just buy a paper planner that's already printed, and all you have to do is fill it out. Or you can go ahead and use a bullet journal. This is something that I personally use, and I actually have an entire video on how I set up and use my bullet journal to be as productive and organized as I possibly can. So if you want to watch that, I will have that linked somewhere on the screen and down below. But yeah, basically having a planner is really important because, like I said, you need to know what the heck it is that you need to do. So make sure that you're actually using it. Write down those important dates, write down your homework, your deadlines, anything that you need to remember, because we all think we can remember it all. We all think every time we're told something, we're gonna be like, yeah, I'll remember that, don't worry. We probably won't. We're not going to remember it. So just make your life easier and write everything down, and just constantly keep track of what you need to do for the day. The second thing organized people do is they create deadlines for themselves. Now, if you just have a long list of to-dos and you really don't dedicate any sort of time frame to get them done in, we probably won't get them done. As humans, we love to procrastinate, so if we're given a bunch of things to do, we're going to wait till the last second. So if there's no deadline already attached to something, make a deadline for yourself. For example, if I've written a to-do list for myself for the day and I know I have some assignments or errands I have to run, I'll be like, alright, let's do all my errands by lunchtime and get them out of the way, and then I'm going to finish writing this essay by 8 o'clock tonight, and etc, etc. By creating deadlines, you kind of force yourself to get things done because you know you're always in that grind mode when after you've waited the entire week to do an assignment, you somehow always make sure you finish it by the deadline. So create a deadline for yourself and kind of hold yourself accountable. It does require some self-discipline, but I believe in you guys. I believe that you can do it. And because I'm a naturally competitive person, I like to create deadlines in order to see if I can beat them. So if I tell myself I'm going to write this essay by 8 o'clock, I try my hardest and I'm dedicating solely on writing that essay to get it done. So set a timer for yourself, set a certain time or date to get something done by, and do your best to get it done by then. The next thing you can do to be more organized is to create routines for yourself. Now, organized people typically have routines for things that they do kind of on a daily basis just so that they can streamline their time and get things done more efficiently. So for example, they'll have just like a simple morning routine that they follow if they know they have to get out of the house quickly, or like a makeup routine that you know is always going to work and will make you look presentable. Just things that you do on a daily basis that will really make you more efficient and you can get them done without having to put much thought or effort into them. So for example, I realized I had a routine for doing homework and I didn't know I had a routine already, but I thought about it more, and I just know that every time I'm going to start my homework, I set myself up, I get out my to-do list, I put all my assignments out in front of me, I turn off all distractions. It's kind of something that I do every time I do my homework, and this is something that I know is going to get me started and get me working. So like me, you might already have routines in place that you don't know are routines, and if you don't, then just create them for yourself and try following them every time you are doing something that you know can get done more quickly. And again, you don't want to plan out or routine every part of your life. Give yourself room for flexibility, give yourself room for things to change. This is just for those daily instances that you can, you know, streamline and not think much about. The next thing you can do to get more organized is to get rid of clutter. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty affected by my environment, so if it is messy or cluttered around me, I feel messy and cluttered on the inside. So just by getting rid of things that are not purposeful to you, that are not valuable to you, things that you've maybe just collected over the years but you don't really use on a daily basis, you can either get rid of them, donate them, you know, give them a home somewhere else, and just make your space more inviting and more open for work to get done. You don't have to go full-on minimalist or anything, but really evaluate the things around you. If they're not bringing you joy and they're not bringing you any sort of value or use into your life, you probably don't need them, so there's no need to holding on to them. Just give them away, give them a better home where they will be used, and you will feel much better when your space is more open and clean. And with all the other things that you do use and you do keep, just give them a home, give them a dedicated place to put away at the end of the day, or display them nicely so that they can bring you that joy or whatever emotion they bring to you. And just at the end of the night, each night, or in the morning, whatever time you want to do it, just make sure you clean up your space and make it somewhere that is very comfortable for you to work in and to get things done. You can make it a routine, clean up at the end of the night. I don't know, we're mixing tips here and getting crazy. And the last thing you want to do is do one thing at a time. Unlike popular belief, we are not good multitaskers, and multitasking is not more efficient than doing one thing at a time. By multitasking, you're dividing your attention among multiple things and you never fully dedicate into one thing, therefore they never fully get done. So just by dedicating time to do one thing and focus completely on one thing, you'll get it done quicker and probably more accurately. I know for me personally, I always get done work a lot quicker when I only do one thing at a time, so I focus on one thing on my to-do list and only worrying about getting that one thing done. I know I'm saying one thing a lot. So get rid of distractions, turn off your phone, stop listening to the TV in the background, and stop trying to write an essay while reading a book, while doing an assignment. Just do each of them at once. Alright, so those are my tips for being organized. If you guys use them and they work, then definitely let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And if you have more tips that you personally use that I didn't mention, definitely leave them down in the comments below. I'm always looking for more ways to get organized. So if you guys like this video, definitely make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Peace.